8 new features, 40 bug fixes, 12 improvements. And we are opening with the security fixes, because one of them is serious. The bash tool had a permission bypass, where a / escape flag could be auto-approved as read-only, and then used to run arbitrary code. Patched. Compound bash commands can no longer bypass forced permission prompts, and redirects to dvtcp now actually prompt you. Before we dive deeper, here are the 3 changes that matter most. First, Perforce mode protects read-only files with a p4 edit hint. Second, a new print mode flag improves cross-user prompt caching. And third, the bash / escape bypass is fixed. 2 brand new integrations. The Claude Code Perforce mode environment variable makes edit write and notebook edit fail on read-only files with a p4 edit hint, instead of silently overwriting them. And if you run on Google Cloud, there is now an interactive Vertex AI setup wizard that walks you through authentication, project, region, and model pinning. Linux users get real subprocess isolation. When Claude Code subprocess env scrub is set, Claude Code now wraps scripts in a PID namespace. A new script caps variable lets you limit invocations per session. There is a monitor tool for streaming events from background scripts. Starting a command with sleep 2 or more seconds is now blocked, pushing you toward run in background with monitor instead. And bash subprocesses now inherit a W3C TRACEPARENT variable for proper O-tell response. If you ever had permission rules that just would not take effect, this one is for you. Changes to additional directories now apply mid-session. Managed settings allow rules no longer stick around after an admin removes them. Wildcard rules like bash git commit now match commands with extra spaces. Prototype property names like toString no longer silently kill your settings file. And agent team members finally inherit the leader's permission mode. The /resume picker got a pile of fixes. Resume by name now opens editable. The filter no longer wipes your search on reload, and cross-project staleness is gone. File edit diffs on resume no longer disappear when the edited file is larger than 10 kilobytes. /export now honors absolute paths and your custom file extensions. And transcript entries carry final token usage instead of streaming placeholders. No flicker mode got a round of polish. A crash when hovering over MCP tool results is fixed. A memory leak from stale streaming retrieves is fixed. Scroll artifacts inside Celle, slow mouse wheel on Windows terminal, and Korean, Japanese, and Unicode text getting garbled when copied on Windows, all fixed. Plus warp terminal shortcuts and Shift+Enter now work correctly in no flicker mode. Networking got tougher. Stalled streaming responses now fall back to non-streaming instead of timing out. For 29, retries no longer burn all attempts in 13 seconds when the server returns a tiny retry after header. Exponential backoff is now enforced as a minimum. MCP OAuth token refresh now honors your auth server metadata URL, fixing ADFS and similar identity providers. And Bedrock users on 2.1.96 get their 4.03 hotfix. The /agents command got a tabbed layout. A running tab shows live subagents. And the library tab adds run and view actions. A live count indicator now appears next to agent types with active instances. /reload plugins picks up plugin provided skills without a restart. And hook errors in the transcript now include the first line of std_err, so you can self-diagnose without debug mode. A new focus view toggle Ctrl+O shows just the prompt, a one-line tool summary with added diff stats and the final reply. Perfect for reviewing long sessions. Vim mode users get J and K history navigation in normal mode. Accept edits auto-approves file system commands prefixed with safe wrappers like lang = C, timeout, and nv. The /and mention completion now works after Japanese and Chinese punctuation too. And 2.1.100 removes the output concision constraint. Answers are fuller now. That is everything shipping in 2.1.96 through 2.1.98. To update, run Claude Update in your terminal. If this breakdown saved you from reading the changelog yourself, hit subscribe. I cover every release.